because the body shape is the person's responsibility, but the body type is what your mama gave you.
Slide and disc exercises are challenging full body workouts.
We are successfully aging.
Never too late to start. And you got to make that commitment to yourself.
Nothing beats a failure but a try.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tony Hill. At you again this beautiful Sunday here in Las Vegas. And I'd like to thank our sponsors, Jeff Rose Botanicals, 41 Sets Production, TK Fitness, Touche. Thank you so much for all of your kindness and your help and support. Please subscribe, share, and like this show. This show is raw and uncut. We tell it really straight. We don't have any, leeway or anything like that. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Our guest today will be one of those participants who are actually with the plant-based program the challenge that we put out there. So we're going to hear from her. Mike Green is going to take the brunt end of the show because she has some amazing questions for her, and she is a regular person. Okay, she's not a fitness professional. She is a real person, and that's important to know. Also, we're going to talk about the difference between a personal trainer versus a personal coach, so that you can understand who we are and why we do what we do. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my punctilious partner of salubrious activities, Doug Jeffrey.
Hey, buddy. Good morning. Happy Sunday, man.
Happy Sunday to you.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good knowing that you are good.
I'm doing great, buddy. And for people out,
you gave me a little scare there for a minute.
What's that?
You gave me a little scare there for a minute.
Yeah, we were having feedback like crazy. But for people that don't know, I love words, as Tony knows. And punctilious is somebody who's very regimented. They're regimented. They lock and load. And salubrious is healthy activity. So he is my partner of really locking and loading when it comes to fitness and overall health. That's why I love you and I admire you for you've dedicated your life to helping people reach their goals.
Well, you help them too, Doug. I mean, we both like to do some great things on this show. This show has been really inspired by Doug and I. We love life, we love people, and we believe that there's only one race, and that's the human race. So we are very neutral in everything we do. We really want to educate you, help you through our lives. We're both over 60 years of age. So I kind of like to think we kind of
So and we want to advise, edify, and transmogrify. And because we are all so unique to our DNA, we are like snowflakes. There's never two that are the same. Exactly. There's an open forum. We learn from each other because what's going to work for you is not going to work for me. So the awareness of what you eat, how you exercise, how you take care of this temple that was given to us is so important.
Exactly. So, in leading to that, there's been a big question in my since I've been working in this business. Fitness has two parts to it: personal trainer, personal coach. And most people they say, Tony, are you a personal trainer? And I said, no. It's like even Mike Green probably has the same questions asked to him because they don't know if he's an herbologist, or if he's a dietitian or a nutritionist, or if he's
Rambo from the hood.
They put these titles on us all, But the most important is what we do is coaching. Let me give you a quick definition real quick, and you can kind of get in on that, Doug, and see what you think. Fitness coaches help people develop healthy habits that contribute to emotional and social well-being in addition to physical fitness. Think about that.
I love it.
Is a fitness coach. Now, here's what a personal trainer does. While personal trainers can address their clients' overall wellness, these professionals work primarily on education.
That's where it's all about.
Think about that. The trainer is only educated, but the coach really gets involved, because without your emotional and social well-being, in addition to fitness and health, there is no future for you in this game. I can
Yes.
give you a fitness program, but you're not going to do it all the time. I can
Yeah.
tell you it's the right thing. I can tell you how to do, but if you don't have that emotional and social connection, then
Yeah.
you're just a trainer. Now, that doesn't mean that you're worse than a coach. That just means that as a trainer, you want to become that coach, and you've got to become that life. You got to walk that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to get inside the individual's head, their psyche, to
Yeah.
figure out maybe why they're having a hard time getting into, as I said, being punctilious with taking care of this temple that was given to us, and
Yes.
and emotionally, we all know exercise releases those endorphins, and once you start to feel better, you automatically start to look better, and then all of a sudden you are this bright light that is shining through whatever you do.
Yes.
And having somebody that's basically dedicated to helping you get it to where it becomes a habit,
Exactly.
where you just get up and it's part of your lifestyle now. It's not a diet, it is a lifestyle.
Right.
Making that commitment to yourself.
Right. And when you look at it too, in the more depth from, I'm looking at this definition here. It says, and it really rings true, the difference between the two. The health coaches or personal coaches address a wide range of health and wellness issues, including nutrition, stress management, relationships, and more. While personal trainers, on the other hand, focus on helping clients improve their physical fitness through exercise. You see how that's really
totally different.
That's so dry. And this is why health clubs and everything can get away with personal trainer. That's why they can get away with it, because they don't know about being personal. They're too young. Most of them are 23.
Yeah. We have some age on us. We got some years.
Between you and us, we got over 120 years.
I know.
Wow. Duh. We old.
We are old, man. I was 61 last Sunday.
We are successfully aging.
That's what ageless is all about.
Yes. Hey, Doug. So, I'm
excited.
The show today.
Yeah, I'm excited. We have somebody coming on.
It's really amazing, because this is and I want the viewers to know this about Mike Green. One of the things that we want to do is I want to open up the dialogue so that Mike, when he comes to the United States, he resides in Sweden. So when he comes to the United States, I want you guys to be able to meet him. I want you guys to be able to sit and talk with him, physically. So we're planning on bringing him to the U.S. To actually do lectures and workshops, so that you
wealth
guys
of knowledge.
Yes. So without further ado, hey, Rambro, the successful aging guru here, the master of
Good morning.
Things. Yeah. Hey, Mike Green, what's up, baby boy?
Hello. Good day to all out there. Good day to all.
He sounds so calming. Doesn't he sound?
I know we have a flag going on. Black, yellow, and green.
I know.
What's Sweden's flag color?
It is yellow and blue.
That's a pretty color.
Yeah,
we have to try and color coordinate that one of these times.
See, when you got green is for the land, yellow is for the sun, and black, I guess, is for the darkness, huh?
No.
I mean, the color of the people. That's the red, black, yellow, black.
No.
That's Africa.
Black is not a color. Black is a void of color.
I like that. That means I'm open to everything. Right? I got you.
Yes.
So Mike, we have Gene. Gene, now I'll tell you, man. I wanted to take this opportunity. I talked to her yesterday at a boot camp I had here at the home, and we don't have to. I mean, whatever we want to do, but it's about her experience. It's about she started the plant-based program, and I encouraged her to come on today, and she was so nice to put aside her Sunday. And so
thank you.
She really needs to talk to you, and I thought it would be good to kind of segue you into, they're going to show up every Sunday, so to give them some time, the people who really want to share with you. So without further ado, hey, we're going to bring Jean. Jean is a part of my class too, Touche, and she is a fantastic.
Hello, Jean.
Jean, so you have to introduce yourself. the whole world is wondering who this person Gene is. So you're gonna have to introduce yourself, Gene. And who are you and what do you do?
So I just moved here from the Big Island, and I joined EOS Fitness, and I started to take Tony's class, and I heard about your 6 week plant-based program, so I was excited to try it. So today is about 1 week,
Yes.
and I do have a few questions.
Okay.
So my first question is, um, what's happening to my body during this first week of detoxification?
Yeah. Well, Gene, thanks for this question. Okay. So we have over 300 trillion cells in our body. And each day you have some that die and some that regenerate themselves. So the thing is that when you start to detoxify through these plant-based foods, you start to regenerate cells. But for some people, they may feel good. And for other people, they may get even sicker, because some things that's in them may come out. So for you, are you experiencing more energy? Are you feeling down sometimes and up sometimes? How have you been
Well,
feeling during the first week?
so as a whole, I've watched my diet, and I try to eat healthy my whole life and exercise. So this whole week, I felt good. And in fact, a true test was going to Tony's class on Wednesday and also on Friday to see if I could handle. And to my surprise, I could. So I
Yeah.
had
Wow.
more energy.
Great.
So
Yeah,
I was
that
really surprised.
there you go. That's amazing because when you look at it, and let's put this in very simple terms. Okay, if you take fruits, right? Fruits are the fastest to digest out of all the foods. In fact, they take about maybe 30 minutes or less to digest. Okay, now you take a T-bone steak, a filet mignon, a sirloin, or even a piece of chicken. Now we're talking about over a day, possibly, for it to properly digest. And not only that, as the food is digesting, then you have your colon and everything that's involved. And some of these foods can leave residues inside your colon as well as your intestines. So the fruits help to sweep all of the trash away as it's coming out. That's through defecation or urination, right? So it's a very fine line. So when you take it, the body and also the brain works better when the stomach is actually empty, not full.
Hmm.
Okay, so imagine if you go into Tony class and you just ate a big heavy meal. you know you really won't perform, I think, as good as you did, as opposed to having something very light. you know so that's the way the brain functions. It's like, okay, feed me the fuel that I need. So we all have different engines. An airplane needs certain fuel to go
Hmm.
off of. You have a motorcycle, you have a sports car. They all need different fuel. Like, you don't go to the gas station and put the lowest grade of gasoline inside of a Lamborghini or Aston Martin. It just won't perform well. So the plant-based foods are all about how to help you perform better and make you feel good and add on longevity to your life. And it's nothing it's not new. I mean, way back when they were still hunting and gathering, they did eat meat sometimes. But the thing is, they didn't eat it every single day. They would make like one kill and that would last them for months. So what has happened around the world, uh, people don't have a balance. So they need a balance. So this is what the plant-based challenge is about, is to kind of readjust your body, getting it back into that feeling of feeling good so you can function normally as you go along with your day. Now, it's going to get better. As you keep it up, you're going to not only feel better, but you're going to start looking better. All of a sudden, if you have any type of fine lines on your face, they start to go away. You start to develop this glow and everything like that. And people are like, okay, Gene, what's going on? Are you taking a magic pill?
Hey, Mike, can I interject? Gene, so before you started the plant-based, were you a big meat eater?
Not a big meat eater. I was just eating animal protein in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
So not big. I ate a lot of vegetables and ate fruit, but
Yeah.
I always had either fish, chicken, meat, eggs, cheese in my diet.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see because I can see your shoulders. You got some ripped arms there from
Oh,
Tony.
it's
I,
because it's
I
Tony.
can see that. I'm curious.
Yeah,
I'm curious how your body after the 6 weeks, how your muscle tone and everything improves, changes. I'm really fascinating to see how that's going to play out.
She looks great. She looks
No, she does.
amazing. And Gene, with the plant-based foods, you do have some female plants and you have some male plants as well. Now, I'm going to tell you how you identify them. The next time you're around a plant, you look on the back of it and they are horizontal lines. Okay. Now, if the horizontal lines on the plant leaf is even, right? It's a female. If it's an odd number, it's a male.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Interesting.
It's very, very interesting. And it's alive. When you eat something alive, you become alive. The foods that we eat become a part of us, and then we feel alive. It's just like if you eat something dead, you may feel yourself getting a little sluggish and not feeling so well. The food is taking a long time to digest, and sometimes you just need that boost. But if you just stick with this, I promise you, all you're going to see is just greatness from your own self. You're going to stay filled with energy, and it is a lifestyle. For some people, they say, well, Mike, can I eat the meats and everything like that? And then I say to them, well, you have to pay attention to the quality of the foods that you're getting now. This is why out here in Sweden, like, let's say the people that do eat meat out here and chicken and fish, they know exactly where their food sources are coming from because they have actual farms out here where they have a relationship with the farmer one-on-one. When you go in a supermarket, you don't know where the food is coming, from sometimes because the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, it doesn't regulate, meats, dairy products, and stuff like that. So they don't have to tell you where it's coming from. They could say that it's farm raised, but they don't have to tell you which farm it's coming from. You know. So then now you have all these different dyes and everything that's being injected into the foods to make them look so pretty and handsome and everything like that. That's attractive to the consumer's eyes. But then once you put these foods in your body, do you really know what's going on? So it's plant-based is more of a safer bet for your physical well-being. And then over a period of time, you just start to feel good. And I'm so glad you're on today. You're asking these questions because I would love for you to really just monitor and pay attention to how you continue to feel. But it sounds like you're off to a great start. And I'm so happy for you that you took this on. A lot of
Thank you.
people they're like, Mike, I don't know about this because they're like, okay, what am I gonna do to stay full?
Yeah.
And there's so many different plant-based foods that could keep you full. One of my favorites are lentils. When I mix lentils with like wild rice, brown rice, what we talked about last week, forbidden rice.
Forbidden rice, yeah.
Yeah, forbidden rice.
I've seen that, by the way.
Yeah, and I choose a whole grain rice over a white rice. It's simply because one contains more nutrients than the other one. So as a human being, I want to take in as much nutrients from the minerals that I'm getting each and every day. Not even the vitamins. I don't that's engineered in a laboratory. So I stick strictly to what comes from the earth. So I'm out in the forest every day picking berries, especially now we have a blueberry forest, a wild blueberry forest that has billions of blueberries. Only thing I got to watch out for is bears.
Yeah. That's what he said. Gene the bear will whistle to let you know that don't come in here. They whistle. I didn't even know.
They whistle. They whistle as a warning to let
Have
you
you
know
come in?
I'm here.
Hey, Mike. That's what the Crips do though in LA.
Oh man, wow.
You know that whistle that they use?
Yeah.
I can't even do it. Yeah, let you know.
But that's the thing, is being connected to nature. You just start to feel better. You know, you start to look better. But I start with the feeling first, not the looks. The looks, they're going to come and you're going to glow. You're going to shine. You know,
She glows already.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have it's just like you have the plants too. You have two sides of the plant. You know, sometimes you can lift it up and it's kind of lighter on one side and darker on the other side. So the bottom part is lunar. The top part of the plant is solar. And that's coming from the sun, you know, and also the environment in which it grows in. So I'm not for sure. Are you in Los Angeles now?
Yes. No, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Okay, that's right. You said you went to Tony's class. Okay, so Las Vegas. So now, when you go to the supermarket, you stick to foods that's in season, plant-based foods that's in season, that's in that area during that time, or in the surrounding environment on the West Coast. There's just certain fruits and vegetables that are seasonal. And once you stick with those, you elevate your nutrition even higher.
Hey, there was a question that I think she had. I think you have on there one of the shakes, a shake, which to put yogurt in there.
A shake.
I think you did that right, Gene? You had a question. The question was, what type of yogurt is good? I mean, because me, I don't eat yogurt. So can you elaborate? That the question you had yesterday, right?
Yes, that's right. Mike, on the your recipes for the smoothies and the bowls, you had their like nut milk and yogurt. What do you recommend?
I recommend, there's this fantastic brand out there now, and it's spreading all over the world. It is called Oatly, Oatly, and they have a very, very good message along with their brands and everything like that. And that is like a oat milk from oats.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Have you
Yeah,
seen,
and they have, and it is really good. They have oat yogurt, all from plant-based.
Really?
They even have, they even have oat cream. They have oat cream fresh. They have Oatly, where you can make your own plant-based sauces from that I use regularly. So I would definitely go with that first, because they seem to be the most safe right now, that is free of any soy, right, or any high fructose corn syrup that they are pushing for in all over the world now, and also canola oil.
Yeah,
You know,
it's amazing.
you could find in everything in the supermarket. You looking up, oh, canola oil, soy oil, and it goes on and on and on. So
Right.
this is very, very clean. Oatly is. all you're gonna find in there is just oats from the plant itself or whole grain. It's at Trader Joe. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Laurie. It's at Trader Joe's. Fantastic. Yeah.
Lori's on it, boy.
Yeah, it really comes down to making sure that you read the ingredients, because so many things are being labeled as a health food, but when you start to really look in the ingredients, they're not they're not really healthy for you.
Yeah, but Oatly too. When you get the yogurt form of Oatly, you could add your berries. Let's say your blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and not only are they cleansing, but they're also rejuvenating, and they are super antioxidant. This is why they are called anti-aging. Okay, because antioxidant simply means that you are eating something that is preventing oxidation. So if I put like a metal rod outside, right, then a week later, if it rains or something like that, it becomes oxidized and it becomes rusty, right? It becomes very, very rusty. That's the same thing that happens on the inside of the body. You're preventing it from getting rusty. You want it to be clean, you want it to be shiny, and you want your cells to be bathing in these mineral rich fluids. And that only comes from plant based alive foods. And that's just the science of it. You have, especially, you have magnesium and potassium that are intracellular, which means they're on the inside of your cells. And each day they have a pump and they're trying to keep out all the sodium that may be in the fluids, because the sodium is on the outside of your cells. This is why it is called extracellular, which is on the outside. Intracellular is on the inside. So potassium and magnesium is your friend, and also phosphorus is your friend for the inside of your cells. When you see people getting bloated and everything, it's way too much sodium that they're eating. I think the USDA, United States Drug Administration, they say the daily allowance for sodium is about 2,300 milligrams of sodium. In one container of ramen noodle soup, it could contain over 5,000 grams, milligrams of sodium, in one serving. So the more sodium, the more bloating and everything like that, because the body starts to then retain more water. Now when you get the water from your fruits and everything, you're talking about a cleanse for life. And all you're doing is adding on more longevity to your life. So Gene, I'm happy that you shared your story with us, part of your story, and also you're witnessing something that's happening in your body that's beneficial. Especially you had the energy to do Tony's class and you did it. It only gets better.
I do have one more question.
Sure.
So, in days 4 through 7, we did the meal one of taking the apple cider vinegar as well as the super greens and the seeds. And I noticed that's for days 4 through 7. Now, what about weeks 2 through 6? Do we continue that or we stop?
No, you continue if you can. Let's say you can continue eating your nuts and your seeds, and you can explore. Let's say you make your own trail mix.
No, I'm sorry. I may have confused you.
Okay.
So when you wake up, you drink a glass of water, 1 to 2 cups, and then after that, you drink half a cup of water as well as 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and half a lemon.
Okay.
And 15 minutes after that, you drink 1 cup of water as well as your super greens and your like flaxseed and vitamin C.
Yes.
So do you continue that?
I can say
weeks 2 and 2
add to
through
that.
6?
Now I'm gonna add to that. I don't know if you was going to say it, Mike, but
No, go ahead, Tony.
it is the personal preference, but it's a morning regimen oftentimes for me to do exactly what you just said, because it's all healing. Because remember, based on your age, you just met me and you're just doing this. What, you've been doing it for a week now?
Yes.
And if you're and based upon your age, think of all those years that you've done that to yourself. It's going to take some time. That stuff that you do in the morning is literally there to help you get healthy. It's part of everything you do in the morning. I wake up in the morning, I have a probiotic, I have sometimes I make my own, like vitamin C. I put lemon, blueberries, the entire lemon. I put entire lemon and blueberries, and I put water in there. And I found out this helps shrink your prostate.
Hmm.
It's the cold, it's the skin of the lemon. So I do the stuff that you do, raw cider vinegar, all that stuff. It's I do it, and it's not counted as, it's food to the body, but it's health to the body, because you don't want to just do that. You got to start your eating stuff too.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike? What do you think? Your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I think moving forward, you could also be fine with just making your morning smoothies with your berries
Yes.
and also your fruits of choice. I would definitely go on the tropical side because remember, you can still purchase, I think Trader Joe's, Whole Foods there. They have frozen berries and everything, right? In the frozen
Yes.
section.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah, you could buy the frozen mangoes, frozen blackberries, raspberries, frozen pineapples, right? And then the formulas that you have is just the basis. You can still use them, but I encourage you to also pick your favorite fruits and everything like that and use those measurements. And then also you can prep, because these smoothies you could make a batch for like a couple
Yes.
of days, and then once you make your smoothie, you remember you could add different forms of protein in there. For example, one of my favorites are hemp seeds.
Yeah, I did that. It was
Yeah.
good. It
Oh
filled
yeah.
it filled me up, especially the first couple of days.
Yes, that's what it does. And then if you add like some frozen bananas to that or something like that, and if you have access to, it's a very special banana. It's called the burro banana. It's very small. It's not big, but you can still get organic bananas or whatever. And then you could add that to your smoothie. That's also filling, as well as the hemp seeds, and then you have the flax seeds, and then you have your chia seeds, which contain a lot of fiber. That's going to
Omega
keep.
3s.
Oh yes, it's going to continue to cleanse you out. You know, oh, you have a huge amount of Americans in the states, believe it or not, that some people don't go to the bathroom for over 2 weeks.
That's
Ouch.
crazy. Ouch.
Yeah,
To be
to
able to be
defecate. Yeah, for 2 weeks. I had people call me and said, I haven't been to the bathroom in 2 weeks. I said, well, first you need to go to the doctor immediately, you know. But what studies have found out, and what I've found out myself, is that a lot of people are lacking fiber.
Mm.
So fiber, it cleanses you out, your intestines, your colon, everything like that. So always encourage more fiber, but not before Tony's class or anything like that. It's more for when you get home later. Yeah. You can start bloating and stuff if you don't watch the measurements. But
I do have that problem sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
talking about
You know,
people in my class having that problem.
yeah. That's why you don't take fiber before any activities. You just eat as light as possible, because you need the fuel and everything like that. This is why sometimes people have a banana, something like that. For me personally, I'll have some nuts. Like I'll have some walnuts. I love dates. dates are amazing because if you ever feel hungry, you can eat like 3 or 4 dates and your hunger will go away like instantly, you know?
It's sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet. And this is why sometimes people add dates to certain meals to give it that natural sweetener. So dates are a natural, safe sweetener, you know, that has very good sugars in it with nutrients.
One more thing. Can we drink coconut water?
Yeah, you know, I prefer all natural coconut water without it being processed because once it's you know, it's in a carton or in a can, I don't know the kind that they sell in your area, but I would definitely read the label, and the first thing it should read is 100% coconut water. If it says anything else before coconut water, then it is more than likely it's highly processed. So
Well,
anytime you look on the back of the label, it should say the first what it says it should say that first, and then the other stuff comes second. But if you could go to like any type of farmers market or get natural coconut water, I would go for it.
yeah,
So
you
And
can
nothing in
actually
the carton,
yeah,
not even organic.
yeah,
you can actually buy the coconuts. And you know, you talk about something that's pure, it's right from the coconut. I was doing it, Candace, we used to get them, and it was always coming up with a way to try and open the coconut so you could pour it. I would take a drill and just drill a hole right in it and dump it in the glass. You can't get any more, you know, pure than that.
yeah. Coconut water is fantastic. This was one of my favorites.
Only from the raw coconut.
Yeah, the raw.
Nothing from the
Otherwise, you
seed.
don't know what you're getting.
Not
Yeah.
in the containers.
No label necessary because it is the coconut.
Right.
Yeah, again, you do. I think there is some companies that have some 100% pure
Yeah.
coconut water, but then read the labels and pay attention to the sugar content because some companies and food manufacturers they need the sugar and the sodium to preserve the coconut water and increase its shelf life. So that's why they could just put it up there, not even in the cold in the refrigerator. They could just put it on the shelf, and then all of a sudden it expires 2030. You know, you say, what? Why is it lasting so long? And then you read the ingredients, and you see, okay, levels of sodium, levels of sugar in it, and that they use that to preserve the products. So, Gene, I would go with definitely to be on the safe side, 100% pure coconut water.
Yeah.
Not sugar.
And you have there's two things that Brittany and Lori they was asking about the raw apple cider vinegar. You know how it when some people drink it and it burns their stomach or whatever, they get nauseous.
They get nut.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should be drinking that with. I lace mine with lemon, something else I put in there. What do you
I
recommend?
mean, you can put honey in there, but the thing is, the way you combat the nausea, right? Anytime you're nauseous, all you have to do is take like a thumb size piece of raw ginger from the ginger root, and you just put it in your mouth, and all your nausea will go away. Even motion sickness is gone.
Yeah, she said she put water and lemon in hers, but that's
Yeah. She could add if she's getting nauseous from the apple cider vinegar, then I would definitely add some ginger to that. And look up when you get a chance, look up how ginger has the ability to take care of when you're feeling nauseous, or even if you're vomiting or something like that, or if you have motion sickness. You know, I give it to a lot of my clients, or tell them to take it before they get on flights, or if they get on the boat. That they take this raw ginger, or even you could get it in powder form, and it goes away like that. It's almost like it's magic, but it's not. It's
so.
nature.
Team, what do you think so far? Did we do you justice today?
Yes, you did.
Feeling okay?
Thank you.
You ready to move forward and
Yeah, Gene, I'm so happy for you. This is awesome.
She's
Hey,
a
Gene,
soldier in class,
can we
though.
see that bicep, Gene?
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
I knew
wow.
look at that, baby.
Hey, Gene, I got something very exciting to tell you too. Like, they've been studies, and you can look this up. It's been studies coming out from Harvard University, Princeton, Cambridge, all the recognized Ivy League schools or whatever that science trust. But me, I tend to do my own research. Okay, so they were saying that for every 1 hour of vigorous activity that you do, and I'm pretty sure at Tony's classes they could be quite vigorous, right? For
Yes.
every 1 hour of vigorous activity that you do, you can add on 3 hours to your life.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you combine that with nutrition, you adding on more hours, but at the same time, it's like you're reversing the aging process. And people say, how can I reverse my age? It's because you're renewing your cells. You're bringing your cells back to life. And some people don't like to feel alive, believe it or not. They like to feel in a depressive state. They want to feel down. For some people, it's hard to feel alive all the time, up and bouncy. That's why sometimes you see people like, what is he or she? Why are they always smiling? They seem so happy because their bodies is filled with joy and bliss because of what they're eating, they're exercising, and they just feel alive. Like we should all feel as human beings.
Now you know what the interesting thing is. I don't know, Gene, if you told me you were shy, but I think you did pretty good.
Excellent. Oh
So,
my
Gene,
goodness.
can I ask, Gene, how old are you?
I'm 59.
God bless
What?
you, girl. Holy moly.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Talk about somebody who looks amazing and is truly ageless.
Wow.
That's
Oh
incredible.
my goodness.
So you see,
Wow.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Gene, you look amazing.
don't see though.
Thank you.
Oh no, seriously. It's
God
really,
bless
it's
you.
truly, oh wow, it's truly amazing.
I would have said 40.
Oh,
I would have.
thanks, Doug. That's a
Oh, I
compliment.
was going, Doug, I was
I
going
had no
lower.
idea. That
I
was
was going
truly
lower.
shocking. You do look amazing.
I was in my 30s.
Ageless.
Yeah.
I am so proud of her. She's a hard worker, man, in class. Yeah, she's a hard.
I try my best, Tony, in your class. I'm in the zone.
Well, Gene, hey, thank you so much for your time, love. I really appreciate you. And I mean, we got questions to answer. Yeah, I mean, you sparked the kennel. Everybody now. Oh, da, 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 da. So you've been an inspiration. You're an inspiration to me.
Yeah, you truly
Every time
are.
I see you in class, I just want you to know I appreciate you. And we're not going to take too much of your time. This is a beautiful Sunday. You did a great job.
Yes, Gene.
Thank you, Gene.
And
And
Gene,
Excited to
please
meet you,
email me.
Mike, when you come to Las Vegas.
Yes. I'm coming. I planned. You see, I told Tony I would give him a specific date because he wants to do some things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it should be very soon because I do have to go. I'm going to be on the East Coast next weekend. Actually, on this show, I probably will be doing this show from Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That's next Sunday. So I'm already going to be on the East Coast and I just have to plan it from there. Okay. So I'm not
Well, let me know because I'm going to come to Vegas too. So we're all going to be in the same,
that'd be
the same
fantastic.
room.
When I do, like James Brown said, we're going to have a funky good time. Yeah, but Gene, any questions, just please email me. Don't hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for.
Healthy in the brain.
Yes. And I will answer any questions that you have moving forward. So I'm here to improve your quality of life always.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, Gene, thank you so much for taking the time out. Appreciate it.
See you in class.
Keep going.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Wow,
Hey,
59 years old. She looks pretty amazing for 59 years old.
Beautiful.
Wow. I would have thought early 40s.
I have a lady in my class. She's 84. And she does burpees and everything.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
She doesn't even come to my ageless class, which is for mature adults. And she's 84. She's in there with, I mean, she's moving too. She comes to me, she says, "Tom, I still just have to lose a little bit of this, and then I'll be just fine." 84 years old.
Yeah. Well, wait till they get access to those strength bands. You know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
Can we actually? Are you gonna do that here, or are we gonna do that on?
I could do it when I get there. All I would need from you is to find out if they have them there or not, because you know they got very light.
But you just send me what you got, what you need.
Yeah.
I'll get it so that I'll have it too.
Okay. Yes.
And then we can actually do a workout segment in one of the shows. You know.
Yes.
So guys, real quick, we were chatting. We're going to go back a little bit. So, what are the benefits of apple cider vinegar?
The benefits of raw apple cider vinegar. Oh, there's a lot. I'm gonna give you a few here in a minute, so that I can.
Well, I could tell you right off top that it's been shown that it, you know, for one, it lowers high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's good for people that have high blood pressure. At the same time, you do have to watch it, because if you are already acidic, apple cider is acidic. You know.
Exactly, and that's why people get.
I was doing it, and it was getting my tongue. Believe it or not, I was getting sores on my tongue from it. I'm going to go back. I think I'm going to go back to it, because it does give you a little boost of energy. It helps digestion.
Well, it does. Let me see.
Yeah, you have that. It's been shown to, like you said, it does increase your energy. And then I think this is why, Tony, I think that's why you add some lemon to it, because you're creating some type of balance. I think the lemon can neutralize the acidic. Yeah, and then what do you use? Do you use Bragg's or what?
Bragg's. I use Bragg's.
It still has the mother in it, right? At the bottom, the mother.
Right. Because you don't want to use just apple cider vinegar, because it's not good. Because the Bragg's raw apple cider vinegar is the more natural. Like you said, it has the mother on the bottom. Now, raw apple cider vinegar helps flush out all the toxins from your body, all of them, right? If you have if your body's toxic, it gets rid of it. It promotes a healthy liver, which is really good. And you don't need much. You just need that
2 tablespoons.
Yeah. And it enhances the body's detoxification process. Is literally, it jumpstarts it. That's why you do it in the morning. It jumpstarts it. Yeah. Yeah. It's something you do throughout your whole life. Somebody says, "Can you do our opposite in another phone?" Nope. I can tell you that right now.
As it upsets.
That's scary. What's in that?
Stomach. So, Lori, remember, anytime with the upset stomach, you try adding ginger to it, because I could totally see why the apple cider vinegar, why I could do that, because it is a form of fermentation.
Yes, it is. And it
from the apples itself.
It is like, when I first started doing it, I actually, I remember when I started doing it, it was like fire, you know, going down and then so what I started to do then is I took a little honey. I got the sometimes I'll take a teaspoon of Manuka honey after, but
Manuka is the best, actually.
And then I put the lemon, the raw apple cider vinegar, and I add. I think I did add some ginger though, Mike. You know, sometimes I'll have ginger in there. I'll like boil the ginger, or I'll set the real ginger root, and it made a difference. It was soothing then, especially when your body is when you drink it. I can understand the detoxification thing, because you know, like, remember when cold and flu season come around, and you feel a little bit in your lymph nodes. Your lymphatic system is the first thing affected, because that's your drainage. That's how the body fights infection.
Okay.
And you drink it hot, and man, it makes a huge difference. Yeah.
They say too, you have to cut it too, because it can wear the enamel on your.
Oh, you got it. A lemon can too.
Yeah, I know the acidic. That's why it's so important to.
Yeah, and it's all about balance. It's just like what the pH scale says: power of hydrogen, pH balance. If you go over 7, you're on the alkaline side. If you're
Right.
under 7, you're on the acidic side.
Yeah, you know what we should do? We should do a segment on water, because there's so many waters that have been engineered with a higher pH. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the natural pH is 6.5. Because I know Fiji, I think Fiji is up. Maybe it's 7, but there are so many different waters. Tony, and you drink a very high pH water, don't you?
Yeah, but what we did was, I think it's around 6 or 7. I think is what.
Yeah, it's but and after that, it's engineered.
Right, because what we did was we had all of our water tested in our home when we bought the home, and I sit there and I saw the water from our faucet do some crazy stuff, and I asked the guy, I says, why is this? I mean, what's the quality of water here in Las Vegas? He said it's worse than Flint, Michigan.
Really?
And then he said that he agreed and said that there's over 60,000 contaminants in the drinking water, or the water that's pumped through the system for human consumption, but they only test for 25.
Yeah.
The rest they cover it with chlorine and all. They kind of try to kill as many microbes as they can. But so what we did was we actually got a really industrial high power filter in our own whole home, which actually filters out all the bad, and the pH is so cool. Even in our showers, when you take a shower, you can literally feel the difference when you take a shower. You wash your face.
From the different waters are hard, some waters are soft. But who would have thought 30 years ago that bottled water would be what it is today? I mean, because back then, we were just drinking the water. Now all of a sudden, everything, we all drink bottled water.
Yeah, I drink. I prefer for my being, and what's been working for me for years is I drink spring water. When I look at the animals in nature, they have their head down. They're in the ground. They're getting water from the ground.
Yes, exactly.
It's not coming from like the sky.
It doesn't have the same minerals.
Yeah, it's like they got their heads
rainwater,
waiting for rainwater. It's not like they. No, they're down and they're drinking the water from the ground that contains the minerals.
Yeah.
So I'm fortunate and been blessed enough to still be able to pump water out here in Sweden.
That's the best water.
In fact, they have some streams in which you could just go there and drink the water straight from the stream without any filter or anything. But when it comes to it, if I have to purchase it from a store, I prefer the spring water. And what I use for my when I make my formulas with certain creams and tinctures, I use distilled water. That's for when I'm making my own medicines.
Well, I think it would be a great idea. One of the shows we can do, because there are so many different waters on the market. And what is the best water for you?
Exactly. Because
you look. How many different brands? And as I said, some are being modified to increase the pH, and pH has a shelf level too.
Yeah.
These things that are claiming a higher pH, once it sits on a shelf, that pH is dropping.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about, it's just like if you have too much acidity at 3.5, 2.5, right? It'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
There's such a thing as alkalidosis, which is too much alkaline. This is why the body, the homeostasis of the body, is at a fine line, about 7.35 to 7.4. Like, it's a very fine line that if your own body regulates that. It's his job to do that.
That's why it's so important to go natural.
It's the day you were born, when that clock turned on, the body is designed to keep that pH balance fine-tuned. Us, with the ignorance and everything, we throw it out of tune And we found ourselves trying to get it back.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Because I was trying the higher pH for a while, and I found I found I was drying out my mouth. It was because it's throwing my natural pH off the balance, and that's so important.
If it's too high, if it's too low, I mean, you could get sick from either.
Yeah, and they're claiming that the higher pH has a better.
Yeah, not only that, Doug. What you do is you just go and you could go online and you could say, okay, look at the pH scale. And it's going to show you. You go over.
What's natural?
Yeah, you go under. So if you stay too acidic, you're going to get sick. If you stay too high in alkaline, you get sick as well. It's just like this. If you don't drink enough water, right, you get very sick. How many days can the body live without water?
7. I think 7. I think it's 7.
About 7? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, they just had a lady that she died from drinking too much water.
That's true. You can. And that's why we're unique to the individual. What do you think of vitamin waters
or
hydration with sugar?
Lori, with the vitamin waters, no, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, they're manipulated.
Spring water. Because here's the thing, Lori, is that I'm about knowing the origin in which my foods and my vitamins come from. The one thing I don't doubt is when I go outside and I pick my plant and I drink the water from the stream, I know that it's mineral rich. And it's just God-given, and it's, and I feel it. Anything else that the vitamin waters and everything like that, remember, it's their job to make it look very handsome to you in a package to catch your eye.
So true.
Vitamin water, we all need our vitamins. But remember that vitamins are man-made, minerals are God-made.
Well said.
And you know what, though, Mike, and adding to what you just said, when you talked about spring water and the natural water, I was actually researching. I think we should do that next week.
I think we should, because then I'll go. I can get a dozen different types of water. Right. Some of them are spring. Some of them are manipulated based on the pH.
I looked at ionization. Ionization because usually that's basically what they do when they're talking about pH. And ionization is actually what they're trying to do with water is create the spring water. It's like it's the same process, but they're doing it differently.
Engineering it.
Exactly.
What that takes to do that, you don't want that in your body.
Yeah. And then Lori also with the question is that, Lori, think about this when you look at the vitamin water, and is it colored? Some I see is red. Some I see that are blue. Okay, now what do you think they are making that with to give it that color? You see, now if you can't see that on your label, then you really don't know what you're putting inside your beautiful temple. And that's what it's all about, is that do you really know what this item you're consuming contains?
Yeah, so I think next week, guys, we'll do it on the water, and then I will purchase 2 or 3 of the different vitamin waters, and we'll go through the label. And Lori, that's a wonderful question too, because all these foods are being labeled as health foods.
Yes.
But when you really break it down, you start looking what's in the ingredients.
Exactly.
I guarantee we have dyes that are in there that are, we talked before about the dyes in Captain Crunch.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, so
yep, you do have that in vitamin water.
Yeah. Will you suggest ACV apple cider and salad? No, you she could actually use with olive oil. Yeah, that makes
salad dressing.
Yeah, that makes a nice salad dressing. Also, you could use sesame oil. You could use avocado oil. You could use grapeseed oil. that you can mix with that. But sometimes you could also just use plain white vinegar as well when you're making your salad dressings, and just add your other seasonings to the mix and mix it with the olive oil. And
I always when I make my salad dressings, it'll be the vinegar, olive oil, Dijon mustard with some honey. That's a great healthy dressing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. You can blend up some fresh strawberries in there and make a strawberry vinaigrette. That's what it is. It's a vinaigrette.
That sounds good too.
Oh, actually, I have some recipes with that. I'm gonna start sharing some recipes. I guess each week I'll have like a special recipe.
And then we'll just put them on the screen too.
Yeah, it's a nice sauce for your food. You can use it as a dipping sauce. You can put it on anything.
Natural, healthy sauce.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and I'll make it so easy, even a caveman can do it.
Mike, I want to say thank you. That the male and the female plant. Once again, you always give me tidbits that make me go,
Thank you. And remember, one part of the
horizontal
is
vertical,
lunar and solar, and they're horizontal. Yeah. So
that's beautiful. I love to learn. So thank you for that.
When you look at And
well,
I encourage everyone, just don't listen to me. Do your own research.
Man, trust me, I'm all over it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love to learn.
Another wonderful show. Please subscribe, share, and like our show, you guys. We love you. We had a nice Mike.
Want to say thank you to everybody that
great to see you.
Great to see you. Want to say thank you for everybody that commented, and Gene, thank you so much. You are truly an inspiration.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
guys,
Gene. Thank you.
When we talk about water,
and vitamin water. We'll break it down. It'll be a good topic.
Because we're over time. Because I know Doug has to go out and get his suntan and everything, that vitamin D. And I got to
get it.
But I want to close with actually something that we all need to hear, because on behalf of Gene and all of us who are mature adults and successfully aging, life, what it's about is live your life and forget about your age.
There we go. Age is a number.
Live your life and forget about your age. Ageless, baby. Coming to you live every Sunday at 8 a.m. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys.
I got you. Appreciate y'all. Tony, Mike, thank you so much. I love sharing my Sunday morning with you guys.
Enjoy your day.
Work them arms, work them legs. Strong for life because hard work pays.